All right, so it's Hugo here with Rolando Chicago. This is our official first YouTube video. So Wally behind the camera. We still don't know what it's going to be called yet. We have an idea, but I mean, we're still jotting that down and going back and forth on it. So I just wanted to give a little bit of recap of 2023. Today's January 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 7th. Wanted to touch a little bit base on what Rolando Chicago is. So the first question is, why the name? Why Rolando Chicago? Like the slang in Spanish is like, hay que dar el rol. So it's like, let's go for a roll. So Rolando just translates into English, rolling. So rolling Chicago, rolling throughout Chicago. So we got that name from there. Our little side name that we started putting it on merch and stuff is Rolando 312, which essentially means the same thing. Those that don't know, 312 was the original area code of Chicago. So when you do Rolando 312, is the same thing as saying Rolando Chicago. So kind of, have a little bit of a different merch for that. So who is Rolando Chicago? Well, there are 6 main organizers that is with Rolando Chicago. We have a committee that we are about to start actually this coming week. Wally is part of that committee behind the cameras, but he's going to be running pretty much our social media and stuff like that. But we're going to make a committee, so there's going to be a little bit more of us now when we organize these events. But it's everybody and anybody. Anybody, doesn't matter what you ride. I know it has the Harley Shield, but we welcome Suzuki, Honda. I mean, whatever it is, it doesn't matter if it's imported, if it's domestic. Doesn't matter the brand, as long as they're on two. It's a brotherhood. You want to roll with us. Come with good intentions. We're all for the same cause, which is what the next topic is, what we're trying to do. So it's a community that we're building, a community/brand that we're building, and our goal is to donate to people in need. So to recap 2023, our very first event was with Smooth at Shy South Custom. Shout out to Smooth, good dude over there. We did a pig roast. We partnered up with him. He put in the pig, we put in the booze and everything else. We set up at his shop. We had people go over there, and everything was free to the public, and all we asked for was for a donation. That donation was going in was put towards cancer.org. So I don't know, Wally, you're gonna have to bleep out that. But yeah, fcancer.org. We raised and donated $1,000. So that was our first donation that we did of the year. So man, just so many things happened in 2023. Rolando Chicago came to be. I think we started it in June, mid-June or something like that is when we all got together. We came with the name, made it an LLC. We started a social media, opened up bank accounts. I mean, the whole nine. I mean, we're like a legit company. Did a kermés for a 10-month-old Carlos, which was organized by one of our guys. He helped gather people, go to the kermés. We donated money there. Then we had one of our other buddies, Juan Sanchez, that had Frenchie puppies. We raffled one off. Half of the proceeds went to that. And the Chicago Vicleros actually donated a part of it when they had their event. Viclazo night, the Viclazo night, if I'm not mistaken, was when they gave their donation to Carlos. All in all, I think we raised anywhere from $3,000 to $3,500 for him. So that was all throughout that. For El Grito, man, we had our first event of the year, which was in September for El Grito on the 16th. It was a blast. We had Big Bob out here. We had Irving from Bagger Society, and it was awesome. It was our first event. I mean, I'm gonna be as transparent. One thing about me, I'm blunt, very transparent. We lost our asses on it. We lost a few grand, but whatever. It is what it is. We knew we were gonna go into it, losing money, throwing an event. But it was all for people to have fun. We had folkloric dancers, we had a banda, we had a DJ. Like I said, we brought Big Bob, Irvin, it's Laura. She's from Unique Sweets, so she is trying to open up like a sweet store. She works with people with autism, so we donated $1,000 to that. And man, I'm telling you, just so much that we did in such a little amount of time, and we grew just so quickly, just because people want to be part of something. They want to be part of something that are just real. You know what I'm saying? So what else did we do? Yeah, so I just want to thank everybody that we met this year. You know, it's overwhelming how many people we got to meet this year. You know, we already knew, you know, we've been around the bike scene for quite a while, shows and whatnot, but once we started Rolando Chicago, we really got to know a lot of people. I mean, Wally here, you know, Wally and I feel like if it wasn't for Rolando Chicago, we would have never crossed paths either. You know what I'm saying? So Wally's now part of the team. You know, we're always with the guy. You know, now he's editing the videos and making us look pretty on video and whatnot. Do your edits, and but yeah, so that's here locally. Then we actually, in November, if I'm not mistaken, we went to the Lone Star Rally out in Texas. It was awesome. It was a blast. I went with Wally, Christian, Caesar, and myself. We all went out there, trailered. It was, I don't know, I think it was like 18 hours. And then, you know, we traded all our bikes out there. We rode out there. We met 13th Street V-Class. Shout out to those guys. Those guys are awesome. I swore again. My bad. Wally, you're going to have to beep that out too. But we met those guys out there. Those guys, they treated us better than family, let's put it that way. Over there with B, with Frank, with Luth, we met Moto Clay, Avery. I mean, we met the whole gang. We met CTX V-Class, El Gringo V-Class. I mean, we met all of those guys. But yeah, it was just an awesome year. Now, 2024. So again, this year we're going to do the collab with the Pig Roast with Smooth again. Date's still not set, but we're gonna do it again. We're gonna try and see if we could double last year. So last year, like I said, we donated $1,000 to cancer.org. This year, hopefully, we have 2,000. But yeah, it's awesome. Looking forward to more things to do in 2024. And again, we're just a community. We're not anything other but a group of guys that love to ride, that love to give back. That obviously, this is my bike here. I feel everybody that has a bike has been fortunate enough to have what I would call a toy, you know. So I feel like I have 3 bikes. We had to move some out, but I have 3 bikes. I have a Springer, a Street Glide, and then the Road King. So I feel like I've been very fortunate in life. So that's why I've been trying to do as much as I can to give back to the community, you know, inspire people to do better, inspire people to do builds. I think we're probably having 4 or 5 new builds, like show quality bikes coming out this year, and then not to mention all the other people that are just gonna do up their bikes that they currently have to be of show quality. I'm going out to Texas, seeing all those V-Class out there, all the wheelers out there that were just badass. It was mind-boggling, you know, and that's not going to the West Coast, to Cali. So you know, it's awesome to see that people are starting to build more, come out more. We'll continue to grow this and get this bigger. Again, this is the first YouTube video, so we will be going and interviewing other people in the Midwest so others could see the builds that are out here in the Midwest, and just give them a little bit of a spotlight, and then keep you guys, you know, in the loop of what we're doing, and, you know, donations and stuff that we got going on. So with that being said, I mean, I guess that's it. Wally,